What's up? Welcome back to another video of Red Empire Gaming, and today we're going to continue the 2.6 Hog Cycle series. But in today's video, it's going to be another tutorial. So in the past I showed a bit golem, I showed a bit hung, and I show in them videos I say that P.E.K.K.A is very easy to beat. But some people will still get trouble beating P.E.K.K.A, and I show about that. So in today's video I'm going to go over replay and explain everything I do, why I drop what, and show all the placements in dropping the troops. So let me get into the replay. But before we get into the replay, if you're new to the channel, remember and subscribe. And also if you need any help with 2.6 or any decks, leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to help out. And also I know that I have not been posting Clash of Clans, but I want to post Clash of Clans. It's just that war, right now we're doing our war, so I might record this war and post it up. But Clash of Clans is kinda hard to make content because people don't want to watch me just farming right through. So hopefully we do win this war and I'll be able to record it. So let me get into the video. Alright, so remember you're now playing somebody, you will know what deck you're playing against unless I drop it from the start. So this is a good starting hand. So normally I start off with Hog, Ice Spirit, and you see P.E.K.K.A drop. Now, the key to beating P.E.K.K.A decks is for you to pull the P.E.K.K.A into the middle. So normally when you're playing P.E.K.K.A decks, you just play P.E.K.K.A Hog, P.E.K.K.A Battle Ram, P.E.K.K.A Sparky, P.E.K.K.A Wizard, P.E.K.K.A Loon, and other P.E.K.K.A Miner. So this goes for the same for all, right? So for example, normally you could just drop Musketeer and Skeletons, and sometimes as the start of the game the opponent just let it go. But this player actually supports it with a Wizard, and Wizard does do splash. So dropping Skeletons and dropping Ice Spirit will make no sense. So instead you drop, if you have if you have Ice Golem and Cycle. If you don't have Ice Golem and Cycle, you drop your Skeletons surrounding the P.E.K.K.A and your Ice Spirit to try and cycle back the Ice Golem. So as you can see, I drop my Ice Golem to Kite and I let him Wizard lock on. And when the Wizard lock on to the tower, I take that damage. Because in this situation, you just have to tell yourself what damage you rather take. You rather take a Wizard damage to the tower or P.E.K.K.A damage, and obviously you will take Wizard damage because that P.E.K.K.A will do so much damage. So I want to avoid that. So I didn't have to drop Skeletons here, but I just drop it to make sure, and I'll go in with another Hog. Because remember I single elixir and the opponent overcome it because he dropped P.E.K.K.A and Wizard. So I know I was safe to go in with a Hog. Now he also come with a Fireball. So you can see I dropped Musketeer in the center. That was the placement, and it helped and clean it up. So here I just want to cycle back to another Hog. So remember when you're playing 2.6, for you to beat these heavy decks is pressuring. So there's another thing you have to learn to do, how to pressure. Now when you're pressuring, you do not want to just go in Hog and taking damage. Like you have to know how to balance it. So you have to know to push and also save elixir to defend. Because remember, if them shut down your Hog push and you don't have no elixir to defend what's coming, you will be in some trouble. So as you can see, Musketeer again clean up. Now this is a bad move, right? As a P.E.K.K.A player, you never want to just drop P.E.K.K.A just so, because I could easily rush opposite lane, and what will you have to defend it if you was a P.E.K.K.A player? You'll have nothing. So you could realize in this tutorial I'm going a little more in depth about from my side and as a P.E.K.K.A player what you have to do. Now Ice Spirit deal with the bats. Again watch the placement of the musketeer right in the back of the cannon, so that way you can even pull the P.E.K.K.A towards the musketeer. And skeletons to make sure the musketeer keep alive. Now if this deck had A cards in it other than bats, now here I will just leave the bandit and fireball the evils and the Valk. If this deck who are playing against P.E.K.K.A deck had more A cards in it, let me say it had minions of baby dragon, and as a 2.6 player, musketeer is your main A card. Is what is take out A. So you have to try and keep that alive. So I just didn't want to take no damage from the Valk, so that's why I drop Ice Spirit to make sure. You can see again he dropped P.E.K.K.A in the back, but it's a bad play. I don't know why he will do that. So here I ready to defend. He actually misses fireball and actually keep the cannon alive from dropping the ice golem, and with that ice golem also you can see that is a placement to pull the P.E.K.K.A. So it is one tile from the middle to the left, so it will be the same to the opposite. So if the P.E.K.K.A was coming from the left side, I would play it from the middle on the right tile. So I'm gonna pull back this a little bit and you can see the exact placement how to kite troops with ice golem right here. So you can see by the cannon, basically the cannon in the middle. The cannon is the middle line and the ice golem drop one side, one tile from the middle. So you can see the ice golem drop, the P.E.K.K.A have to follow it. So that's the placements on kite and troops. And it's the same if you want to get the opposite way. Now here, he now come with plenty elixir, so this was a good game. And I just use Hog and take it out. So that is it for this replay. Let me get into our next replay. Alright, so you can see this is another P.E.K.K.A deck here. And this one is P.E.K.K.A Battle Ram, I think. So remember when you're now starting off again, you will know where you're playing against. But from the cards, always try to know what you're playing against. So that will give you an advantage. So let me just start over this. Plenty of people don't know this placement, but to stop bandit from charging from the princess tower, you're playing at 3 tiles, and it actually cause the bandit not to charge and just walk forward, and the tower will take it out. So as you can see here, he dropped bandit at the bridge, and watch 3 tiles. Well, I played it a little late, but if you play 3 tiles, the bandit won't charge, but also playing it in front of the bandit will work too. So here Ghost, he dropped Ghost and Battle Ram. So I think it was a Battle Ram that I playing against, a Brit Spam, because I have bandit, Ghost, until here when I see the P.E.K.K.A, so I say alright, it's another P.E.K.K.A deck. Now watch my hand, this is what I was talking about the last video. You want to cycle back to the musketeer. So the main thing for you to do is try and take out the supporting troops with the P.E.K.K.A. If you can take out the supporting troops with the P.E.K.K.A, you will deal with the P.E.K.K.A a lot easier. Now as you can see here, I tried to actually kite this on the next lane, and that was my mistake, because I drop it directly in the middle. I didn't go one tile to the left. So watch, so as you can see the placement, P.E.K.K.A coming, he drop minions, I fireball it, I use skeletons to pull the P.E.K.K.A into the middle, and I drop the ice golem bad. So that was a mistake on my plane. Now again, that is the placement for the musketeer. You want to drop musketeer in the middle to pull it, and with our placement, you see actually when he goes activate the tower, the musketeer hit and do work. So that was a lot of value. And when he dropped Ghost again, I know he now spent 3 elixir, so he must be low on elixir, so I can go in with a hog with the musketeer. And yeah, another thing with hog, you cannot be afraid to switch lanes. So here I will use cannon in the middle to pull the battle ram, and that should deal with it. Because remember, you have a fast cycle elixir. You can don't go for 2 lanes and don't double push. I will not recommend that as a P.E.K.K.A player, because sometimes that it could go wrong or it could go extremely bad. But I could use Ice Golem, pull all them troops into the middle and beat it again. He just drop P.E.K.K.A in the back, which I recommend as a P.E.K.K.A player. Do not do that, because watch, just push for a win. How are you going to defend that, you see? Watch how much cards you have to cycle. And I set up cannon in the middle, because I know if he can with a P.E.K.K.A battle ram, I will have to cycle back to 2 cannon. Now here I drop skeletons outside. I use Ice Golem. As you can see, the placement to the which part the cannon there is the middle and 1 tile to the right, and that's actually kites. As I could see, just as last game, I dropped musketeer right in the back of the cannon, and I use skeletons to distract. And just as the last video, as I said, which damage I rather take, P.E.K.K.A or bandit. Now he's going to do the same thing, but as that side lower, I make up my mind. I can defend this push and counter push with hog on this side, because that tower too low for me to switch lanes now. As you can see, I drop Ice Golem to defend the bandit, because that tower low, so from now I cannot take damage, especially going into overtime. Now here, the last set of plays, I was talking about how I defended, but I forgot to mention this. So always try and switch up when you're defending against hog on your troops placement, especially. So if you have minions, if you have mini P.E.K.K.A, or if you have barbarians to defend hog, try and switch up the placement, because I read this player here, right? I know I outcycle his P.E.K.K.A, and the way he had to defend me, minions and let me say ghost, because I didn't know he had electrowizz. So I sent fireball and hog one time. So that is something whenever I defend, how much damage I do. A cannon to pull the battle ram into the middle. Ice Golem to defend that side, and a fireball, and I take it out. So that actually carry on the tower to fireball value. So a few tips here before I end off the video. If there's a hog player, remember placement and counter pushing is key, and do not overcommit. That is your biggest mistake as a hog player, because if you overcommit, right, for example, hog fireball, and the opponent, let me say he used Nero. This is from the start of the game, like you don't know what you're playing against, and you just decided you're going for a big risk, hog fireball, and he Nero that. You will be so low on elixir, especially as a 2.6 player. Let me say you have cannon, or you have a bad rotation, you do a cannon and they counter push, you can lose your tower easy. So as a 2.6, I will recommend for you to, in the first normal elixir, for you to defend and play it casual. But in double elixir is when you apply the pressure, and you keep cycling and applying the pressure. That is the dangerous thing in 2.6, when 2 elixir hit. So, and also as a P.E.K.K.A player, because this was how to beat P.E.K.K.A, but for you to play P.E.K.K.A, always wait until I drop my hog and then drop your P.E.K.K.A. So even if you have to cycle, let me say, you know I play in 2.6, you can just poison on the tower, because that poison, it won't really help you out. It will help you out in attacking, but at the same time it really won't. So better you just save your P.E.K.K.A for the hog and build up a push from there. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully next video would be a Clash of Clans video. And again, if you're new to the channel, remember and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this video helps 2.6 players, and also and P.E.K.K.A players, but I also said a few tips for P.E.K.K.A players during the gameplay. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why